And Chris Paul is a first ballot Hall of Famer. But there is obviously one enormous piece missing from his resume. How would you describe what's at stake for Chris Paul this postseason?
Let me first say, as I'm sitting here in Arizona, in Scottsdale, I got some desert animals out there waiting for Stephen A. I got a javelina. I got some coyotes. They're calling his name. I loved it when Stephen A. said on Sunday on this show that Booker was his favorite for MVP at that moment. Chris Paul and Devin Booker are the smartest backcourt in basketball, period. And there's no award for that, but that's the truth about that team. Not that they don't have other great assets, because they do. But it starts with those two. This is the best chance that CP has, since last year. Being up 2-0 in that series, I know I thought the Suns would win, even though they hadn't been to the finals or that far at all, even to the playoffs as a group. It's hard. Heartbreak usually comes before success in the NBA playoffs. They had that heartbreak last year. I think this will provide an even better chance, and those two guys, they know how to drive it. Monty Williams knows how to drive the rest of them. They got JaVale McGee and Biyombo. They got size where they didn't have size last year, in addition to Ayton being a year older and maybe the Defensive Player of the Year. All the boxes are checked, but it starts with him. It starts with CP3, who right now, I would take that guy to win a game in these playoffs, with anybody, with any of the three guys that people favor for MVP. I'll take Chris Paul.
Stephen A., let me sort of send the same question, though, in your direction, because it does feel a little bit with CP3 like, if not now, then when? And we know how badly he wants it at this stage of his career. What is the pressure on him to get this thing done?
There's pressure. We can't deny that there's pressure, because pressure comes with greatness, because greatness comes with expectations, and it's just that simple. But let me put it to you in this perspective. The expectation is that the Phoenix Suns will be playing at least in the late May, early June. When that happens, on May 6th, CP3 turns 37 years old. He is the best point guard in basketball at age 37. When you take all the things into account of what's required of a point guard, at age 37, a legitimate argument can be made. He is the best point guard in basketball. And long before they were challenging for a championship, Devin Booker was making so much noise as an offensive juggernaut in this league. We looked at him and wondered when was he leaving so he could get someplace where it's respectable. The pressure is on CP3 and them, but I'll tell you this. Because of how good this team is, how incredibly well-structured they are, from James Jones to Monty Williams on down, this ain't the only time we're going to be talking about the Phoenix Suns for the next couple of years.
Let me tell you a story of 3 all-star guards. Each are top 75 performers, and why Chris Paul has been the anti-James Harden and Russell Westbrook. Because if you're going to be in the league for as long as he has and be as productive as he continues to be, you got to be able to reinvent yourself from the neck up and with your skills. And Chris Paul got humbled in the league when it didn't work with the Clippers, when it didn't work with the Rockets. And they sent him to Siberia, OKC, and he didn't sit out. He had to show that he could be a vet and lead, and that led to his next opportunity, which is Phoenix. So what's at stake? I got 2 words, John Stockton. When you start talking about the all-time great point guards, you're going to eventually bring up their championships. If Chris Paul is going to catapult himself into that top 3, top 5 conversation, that's going to be the difference.
Yeah, I disagree, because I already think that Chris Paul is a top 5 point guard in NBA history. I'd already put him ahead of John Stockton. Yes, I said it.
We will see. Again, if not now, then when for Chris Paul and the Suns. We'll see.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.